All right, pull up, because this one's gonna show up on your paycheck, not just your feed. Trump just nominated a permanent labor secretary, a guy named Keith Sonderling, for the agency whose entire job is to protect workers. The headline makes it sound like a boring personnel move. It is not, because of who this man spent his career working for. Let's run the ground game. Here's the situation. No spin. Trump made it official and sent the name to the Senate. Sonderling has been acting labor secretary since April, after the last one resigned. So this isn't a stranger walking in. He's run the place for 2 months, and now they want to lock him in for good. The president called him dedicated to, quote, the hard-working people of our country. Let's check the resume against the slogan. So who is he, really? Before the government, Sonderling was a labor and employment lawyer in Florida. And here's the part that matters. He represented the employers. He's the guy the boss calls when a worker has a complaint. That's not an insult. That's his record. And business groups lobbied to get him into this building because the last secretary was too friendly to unions. They wanted him. And this isn't a guess about how he'll govern. We have receipts. Back in 2019, at the Wage Division, his office decided gig workers are not employees at all. At the Civil Rights Commission, he voted against the final rule protecting pregnant workers and against guidance protecting transgender workers on the job. So when I say he reads the law from the boss's chair, I'm not name-calling. I'm reading you the file. Now I'm gonna be fair, because the ground game means you tell the whole truth. One union official said staff morale actually went up once he took over, that the building feels organized again. That's real, and I'll give it to him. But here's the line that matters. The big unions backed the last secretary, not this one. A calm office is not the same thing as a department that fights for you. So who's got the power, and where is it soft? The Labor Department writes the rules that decide if you're an employee or a contractor. And that one word is the whole game. An employee gets the minimum wage, gets overtime, gets family and medical leave. A contractor gets none of it. Same work, same hours. One word on a form and your protections quietly disappear. And this is not theory, it is already moving. This February, his department proposed a new rule to make it easier to call you a contractor instead of an employee. The pressure point is that this is happening right now, on paper, while everyone stares at the nomination headline. The trick is to make you watch the name so you don't watch the rule. We're gonna watch the rule. Here's the reveal, and this is the part I want at your kitchen table. The Economic Policy Institute did the math on what that one word costs. A truck driver, reclassified from employee to contractor, loses as much as $23,000 a year. Same truck, same miles. 23 grand, gone, into the company's column. That's not a policy debate. That's a kid's school year and a car payment. And I'm not the only one who clocked it. This spring, 21 senators wrote straight to Sonderling and told him to pull the rule, warning it would strip workers of minimum wage, overtime, and family leave. So the alarm is already pulled. The question is whether enough of us back it up before this becomes the law you live under. So let me say the quiet part plain. That's not a personnel announcement. That's a quiet pay cut with a nice resume on top. They're not coming for a fight in the open. They're coming for one word on your paperwork, betting you won't read it. Prove the bet wrong. So here's the play, small enough to do today. 1. Look up the words independent contractor rule and read what it does in plain English. 2. Call your senator's office. 30 seconds. Say you want the rule withdrawn. 3. Ask the people you work with one question. Are you sure you're an employee? Watch their faces change. That's how this stops being a headline and starts being a fight. Now go do something with it. I'm Marcus, and this is Pixel Politics.